Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a little bit since I've uploaded a video, and I've reflected on basically the past year, and I've come to the conclusion that I kind of want to go full throttle with my art this year. And I've actually planned out steps and goals to make that happen. So I've been watching a lot of productive YouTube videos, I guess you could say. Videos that are like how to change your life in 90 days, how to improve your drawing in a month, how to learn, things like that. Something a lot of these videos had in common is that they all said I needed goals, which is something I've always heard, but the problem is that for me to make goals, I don't know how to do it. As dumb as that sounds, because for almost all of my life I just let life happen to me. I went with the flow because I didn't have any passion. But now I'm deciding to make art my passion. But going back to the goal setting, a YouTuber I watched, I believe her name is pronounced Kiyoto Kaetsu. She said that having a goal is powerful because you start imagining yourself already reaching that goal, and you start thinking you already have what you need, which makes you act accordingly. In other videos, I've noticed like a similar thought process, because these YouTubers would set like huge, almost delusional goals. And just seeing that, I don't know, something clicked in my head, and it made sense. Can't explain it. I have heard that you've had to be delusional to reach your goals. And I always think back to this like sign my favorite teacher in high school had in her classroom, which is, even if you shoot for the moon, you'll land amongst the stars. And like I had that, like I graduated from high school almost 10 years ago, and the fact that saying or that poster sticks in my head is wild, because I have a horrible memory. Don't ask me what I did in high school. I have no idea. But that poster, I remember. Okay, so for my big delusional goal, it's that I will work for DPR in a year's time. So a super quick rundown of what DPR is, or who they are. They are a collective of creatives that direct, produce, and edit visual and musical work. Artists that make up DPR are DPR Live, DPR Cream, DPR Ian, and DPR Arctic. So DPR Ian, or Christian, is the reason why I'm putting so much effort into learning art after so many years of trying. I've been trying to improve at art since I was like 16, bro. Almost a 10-year journey. Almost. But this time, I'm gonna improve. I'm gonna do it. Like, it has to happen. So also with my goals, like I need steps to reach it, or else I'm not gonna do it. So firstly, I'm gonna try to upload a YouTube video every 2 weeks, but I'm also going to try to upload a reel of my progress every day. And at the beginning of the videos, I want to state my goal. This is because like last year I made a goal of vending at anime conventions, and I literally forgot about that goal. Like I said it in a video that I posted. I rewatched that video like last week, and I was like completely flabbergasted that I just forgot the goal, because I never thought about it again. I made it, never thought about it, and I didn't improve. I won't say I didn't improve. I had very little improvement, and I'm trying to make like leaps and bounds of improvement now, which is going to happen. So how I'm going to make that leap of improvement is I've been making my way through Radio Runner's curriculum for the solo artists. So I think I touched it a little earlier, but a big reason for me of why I've struggled at improving at art is because I never had a guide or a roadmap for me to follow. But Radio Runner's curriculum helps me with that because it lists resources, it has examples of, well, not examples, but activities of what to do. So I'll make sure to leave a link to that in my description. Another YouTuber I came across is Kiyoto Kaetsu. So he has a goal of, it's either like becoming a mangaka in a year or releasing his comic in a year. It's one of those two. Very similar thing. But basically, he's drawing like 5 hours a day to improve. And every time I see his reels, like, it like sets a fire in me. Like, not a huge fire, but a small one. Because it's like, okay, I kind of see him as competition. Friendly competition, though. Because he's also a beginner artist and he's trying to improve. And like I said, he has a big delusional goal. So I'm trying to be like him, bro. His mindset is just so, like, amazing for his age. He says he's like 20. Like, I wish I had his mindset when I was 20. So yeah, I see him as competition, friendly competition, but I think it's good because I think I really need that to try to hold myself accountable. So thank you, Kyoto. You may not know that I'm doing this, but it's a competition. Oh, and so kind of stealing his idea of drawing for 5 hours a day. I can't draw 5 hours a day, 7 days a week. But for weekdays, I'm going to try to draw a minimum of 3 hours a day. And then weekends, I'm going to draw for 5 hours a day. So hopefully, no, I'm going to do it. I've already actually kind of been doing it. So I've already started. So it's just being consistent now, really. Okay, but with drawing 3 hours a day for weekdays, like, I've been able to hit 2 hours, I'll be honest. Hitting 3 is hard because I do have a full-time job. So my one solution is to wake up earlier. Yay! So I want to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, which technically shouldn't be too hard, because I already wake up at 5:30 in the morning to get ready for work. So waking up an hour early isn't too big of a deal. The only thing that's difficult for me is that I leave for work at 7 a.m. and I don't get back home until about 7 p.m. So just knowing that I'm awake for 12 plus hours, it kind of puts a damper on my mood a bit. Because I like sleeping. I'm somebody who needs 8 hours of sleep minimum. If I don't, I get cranky, I get annoyed. It's not a good thing. It's not a fun time. So I'm gonna have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning. And I guess an unsaid step to that is also going to sleep early, which also isn't hard for me because I usually go to bed at 10 p.m. I'm pretty lucky that I don't have sleep problems, but a problem I do have is scrolling non-stop on social media. So another step for me is to, across all social media, except maybe YouTube, is to limit everything to 1 hour a day. Honestly, I want to make that 1 hour across all social media. But a challenge with this one is that all of my friends, 99% of my friends I have made are online friends. So it sucks, and it's really, really sad to me that I feel like I'm kind of cutting them off by not being on social media as much. But it's a sacrifice I'm going to have to make. And the thing is, it's I'm not gonna stop talking to them for days on end. I'm gonna have to communicate to them and say like, hey, so I'm making this change, and instead of talking with them throughout the whole day, I'm probably only gonna be able to like have conversations with them maybe like once or twice in the day. And I'm like, these conversations aren't gonna be like 5 minutes. They're gonna be like probably about 30 to an hour. Maybe when I'm talking to my friends, I'll allow myself to go over the hour limit because I value them and they're important to me. So, and I don't want to lose them. So, but scrolling on social media, that's got to stop. Like it's taking away so much time that I could have been doodling or watching a video or reading a how-to book on improving my skill, my passion. Okay, and another YouTuber I was watching. This one I don't remember his name. I'm gonna have to find his video in my watch history because I do think the video I watched from him was was good or productive or something like that. But the thing is, I was only like half watching it because I was busy working and trying to draw. But basically, the one thing I remember from that video is that he set up like an artist bingo for him. And his bingo was like for silly reasons. I think mainly just to kind of like, it was like a game for him and his followers, basically, in his Discord community. But I was like, wait, what if I took this artist bingo and when I didn't know what to draw or when I didn't feel like drawing, I do that wheel of names and it chooses something to draw and I'm gonna draw that thing. I was like, that's smart. It'll help me improve and I think it'd be fun. It adds a layer again of competition and it makes it a little fun. And I also thought, okay, maybe I should have like a small reward system. So I thought whenever I complete one of the squares of the artist bingo, I will set aside $5. And once I complete the artist bingo, I can use this money that I've saved up to buy an art course. Because something I've told myself is that I am not buying any more art courses until I complete the ones I've already bought. Because, oh my gosh, I kind of regret doing this because I bought Proko's, like 3 of Proko's online courses back in like 2021, 2020, and it was like $300. So I low-key regret doing that because I've only made it like 60% of the way through one course. So yeah. So I'm limiting myself to only using free resources, or when I earn the money, again through the bingo, I will allow myself to purchase a course or a subscription. I also have a small subset goal for art, I guess you could say. So I run a fan account on Instagram. You could probably guess for which artist. But it's been like 2 years since I started this account. The funny thing is, I originally started this account to be more involved in my in real life community, but somehow it transformed into a fandom account. And the funny thing is, I still found my community, but I found it somewhere else than where I was originally looking for it. So I just thought that was funny of how that played out. But yes, I kind of want to put this fan account to rest because it It does take up a lot of my time, I guess you could say. Yes, you could say. And in like 10 years, who's gonna remember this account? I'm not gonna be posting for 10 years. And yes, I'll have fond memories to look back on, but it's just like this account has given me opportunities, and it's allowed me to meet friends I've never would have met before. But when I think of like skill sets, what has it given me? Nothing really. Like, and even as an adult, I really feel embarrassed to tell people I have a fan account. Actually, I don't tell people. I just let people find out, really. So yeah, I want to put this fan account to rest, but I don't want to leave the community. So when I get better at art, or when I'm more confident in my art to actually show other people, I'm going to make a post and I'm going to tell people like, hey, I'm going to leave this account, but if you want to follow me on my art account, because I'll be posting about DPR there. But yeah, that fan account holds a special place in my heart, and I will always be grateful for what it has done for me. I think the title of this video is going to be Re-evaluating my life in my late 20s. So just to talk about a little bit of my life outside of art is I have been on this journey to lose weight. I have lost 60 pounds in about a year. And this goal and this journey has really showed me that if I put my mind to something, yes, I can do it. Especially something as big as losing weight, because I've been overweight for all of my life. I've never been thin to society standards. So I'm very proud of myself. Yay! And another thing I'm trying to do for myself is read more. I really enjoy reading memoirs because it's just so cool to read somebody's life story, and it's really good for understanding too, especially of different cultures, and just broadening my mind really. But when I read memoirs, I always like to take their life lessons and try to put it into action in mine. So I hope to keep doing that because it's good. It's like talking to an old friend in a way, and them explaining things to me, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But I think those are like the two really big things outside of art in my life that I'm currently doing and currently striving for. So yeah. But also, I guess I should have spoken about like what I'm doing in the video. But this is me completing, or like in the process of doing, the 250 box challenge from Draw a Box. I currently have completed 220 boxes, or around there, I'm pretty sure. So I should have this challenge completed in a few days. It did take me almost a whole month to finish. I started on November 7th, and I drew anywhere from 12 boxes to 24 boxes a day, depending on how much free time I had. Usually, well, in the beginning, I really drew about 12 boxes a day. It's towards kind of like getting closer to a month where I started drawing more boxes a day, because I really just wanted to be done with this. I guess I should say that I really almost gave up on drawing this 250 challenge, but I kept telling myself, no, I'm gonna push myself through it. Discipline trumps motivation 100% of the time. So I need to be disciplined and finish what I started, and I'm so proud of myself because yeah, I'm almost done. Like I said, in a few days I will have completed this challenge. But if you've listened to the video this far in, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Write in the comments like your goals for the New Year's or any goals that you've been working on in years past. I would love to read and have that conversation. Again, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the last few minutes of me drawing boxes. Bye bye.